Namaste, welcome to Namma Guru Academy and YouTube channel MCCP Block Davangere. Today we are very happy to launch new series, that is Wonder Math Solutions of 7th Standard. When we have done the 6th Standard solutions, many 7th Standard students, they have approached us and requested us to do 7th Standard Wonder Math Solutions. So today we are starting 7th Standard's first lesson, that is integers. In today's first episode, we are going to learn all the basics which are very important to understand and score full in this lesson. And then because of corona problem, most of the students have the problem in the basics. So all those basic concepts, along with that, you need to understand some properties. All those properties and basic concepts will be understood in this episode. Whichever may be the school you are studying, but topper should be from Namma Guru Academy. That is, you are also learning by watching our video. You are also my student. You should become the topper. So for that, you need to write all the points which will be discussed here, and along with that you need to practice at least 3 times. Then no one can stop you from being the topper. Come on. In these types of numbers, first type of number is natural number. What are natural numbers? Counting numbers are called as natural numbers. When you are asked to count the number of friends, are you going to count the first friend as 0, second friend 1, 2, 3? No, we are going to count it as 1, 2, 3. Chair number 1, 2, 3. Have you understood? In this way we are going to count. So counting numbers are called as natural numbers. What is the example? You can write natural numbers is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. We can write. And then what is the second type of number? Whole number. Along with natural numbers, means along with counting numbers, if we have 0, collection of 0 and all the natural numbers is known as whole number. Okay, how can we write it? We can write whole numbers as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Whole number is equal to 2. Have you understood? And then third type of number, that is what you are going to study in this year, because in the previous years we studied about natural number and whole number. This year we are going to study about integers. Next year in 8th standard we are going to study rational numbers, in 9th standard irrational numbers, in 10th standard real numbers. Okay, in this way your journey goes. But today in 7th standard what we are going to study, that is integers. What are integers? Okay, here you have seen first natural numbers, then second type of numbers, it included 0, whole numbers included 0. So here integers, they include whole numbers along with -1, -2, -3, so on. So integers, it is a group of, or it is a collection of whole numbers and negative numbers, or you can tell it as positive numbers, negative numbers and 0. This collection is known as, or this group is known as integers. Basic concepts. Another one important concept you need to understand, that is addition and subtraction and multiplication and division of integers. If you understand this lesson will be the easiest for you. So please try to understand this, because some students, those who are studying in 10th standard, they are also having some problems. If you have not understood addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of integers, though you learn everything, though you practice many times, in the examinations you are going to commit silly mistakes. In the examination you are going to forget the answers. You are going to lose many marks. For that sake, you need to understand addition, subtraction of integers and multiplication and division of integers. Now we are going to understand this. Addition and subtraction. Now, whenever we have integers, means positive numbers and negative numbers, how should we decide whether to add or to subtract? In your lower classes, if 4 minus 2, if it is given, you are subtracting. If 4 plus 2 is given, you could have added. But this year, 4 plus half minus 2, if it is given in this way, what should be done? Or minus 4 plus 2, what should be done? Okay, such questions will be there. So you need to understand when to add or when to subtract. If two numbers which are given for addition or subtraction, if two numbers are having same sign, you need to add. For example, -2, -4, you need to add and put the sign of bigger number. Here both the numbers are having the same sign, so we can write. If it is 2 plus 4, again we can write 6, but bigger number sign. That means both numbers are having plus, so we are going to write plus. If there is no sign before any number, it is understood that it is plus. I hope you have understood. When both the numbers are having same sign, we need to add. Then, when both the numbers are having opposite sign, at that time we need to subtract. Try to understand. If minus 2 plus 4, one number is there in the minus sign, another is in the plus sign. One is negative, another one is positive. Then we need to subtract. But bigger number sign has to be given. 2 minus 4. Here also one is there in the plus, another one is minus. So we need to subtract, bigger number sign has to be given. Last point, that is put the sign of bigger number to the answer. Already you have understood it. Now you have complete clarity about addition and subtraction of integers, but some people get confused. That is, if minus 2 and minus 4 is given, minus into minus plus, sir, we do the addition. In that way some people tell it, but it is completely wrong. Here we are not doing multiplication to tell minus into minus plus. Okay, same sign, add. Opposite sign, subtract. Put the sign of bigger number to the answer. It is the important thing. I hope you have understood it. And then better to practice some questions. Minus 4 plus 9, minus 4 minus 9, minus 17 plus 200, minus 17 minus 200, 17 minus 200. Okay, please solve these questions and then write it in comment box. Now, after understanding this, you need to understand another one important concept, that is multiplication and division. How to do the multiplication and division of integers. If you understand this, entire lesson will be easier for you. And then it is very, very important even for your higher classes. So please never ever neglect it. Multiplication and division. Now, do the operation as per the question. It is not heart operation or kidney operation. It is mathematical operation. Multiplication or division as per the question. For example, if it is given minus 7 into 4, don't bother about the sign, because in addition and subtraction we were giving importance for the sign. If same sign, add. Opposite sign, subtract. In this way we are not going to do anything here. Just do the multiplication, which is the operation here, multiplication. 7 4 ja 28 you write. If 28 divided by 7, if it was given, sign may be whatever. You don't bother about the sign. Just divide. 7 1 ja 7 4 ja. Have you understood? Then second point, if both the numbers are having the same sign, here you can see 28 and 7 had the same sign, minus minus or plus plus, then answer will get plus sign. It will become positive. If both the numbers are having opposite sign or different sign, then put minus to the answer. Have you understood? I hope you have understood it also clearly. For your practice, I give some questions. Minus 3 into minus 12. 3 into minus 12. 38 divided by 3. Next, minus 38 divided by 2. Solve these questions and put it in comment box, because we are going to feel perfect. By just listening in the class, you are not going to get marks in mathematics. To score high, you need to practice as many times as possible. And then, as I told, whichever may be your school, our students must become toppers. So please practice as many times as possible. Now, after completing it, we are going to understand next and most important concept of this lesson. If you understand properties which we are going to discuss, this lesson will be the easiest lesson for you. So please concentrate properly, and then if you have not understood, please type it in comment box. Okay, now what are the important properties which we are going to learn in this lesson? The first property is closure property. The second property is commutative property. Third property is associative property. Fourth property is distributive property. Fifth property is additive identity. Next, additive inverse. Next, multiplicative identity. Next, multiplicative inverse. In this episode itself, everything regarding all these properties will be understood. Okay. Now, we shall learn these properties one by one. First one, closure property. What do you mean by closure property? Closure property under addition states that the sum of any two integers will be an integer only. If a and b are two integers, then a plus b will also be an integer. That means if you take 2 and minus 3, okay, if you add 2 plus of minus 3, what it becomes? 2. Here bracket means multiplication, plus into minus, minus 3. Here opposite sign we are going to subtract 1, bigger number sign is minus. Look at here, 2 is also an integer, minus 3 is also an integer. Answer is also an integer. Have you understood? So if we add any two integers, answer will also be an integer. Such a property is known as closure property. It is closed. Have you understood? Closed under addition. I have given another example here. 1 plus of minus 5. What it becomes? 1 plus into minus 5 is equal to, answer will be 4, but bigger number sign, minus 4. Here 1 is also an integer, minus 5 is also an integer, answer minus 4 is also an integer. So when we add two integers, answer will always be an integer only. That is known as closure property. And then we can see another thing, that is closure property under subtraction. 1 is an integer, minus 5 is an also integer. So here in the place of plus we have written minus, because closure property under subtraction we are trying. Now 1 minus into minus plus 5. What it becomes? 1 plus 5 becomes 6. 6 is also an integer, because integer has positive numbers also, negative numbers also, and 0 also. So closure property, it is applicable for subtraction of integers also. Then are integers closed under multiplication? We shall take another example. Here 6 is also an integer, 9 is also an integer, 6 9s are 54, it is also an integer. We can take one more example. Minus 5, one negative integer, plus 3, one positive integer. 5 3 is 15, both the numbers are having different signs, so for the product we are going to give minus sign. So minus 15 is also an integer. When we multiply two integers, answer will also be an integer. So it is applicable in multiplication also. Have you understood? But in the case of division, it is not possible always, because minus 7 divided by 2. What will be the answer? Answer will be minus 7 by 2 only, or minus 3.5. So 3.5. They cannot be considered as integers. So closure property on integers, it is not applicable in division. Okay. I hope you have understood closure property. That is, if we add or subtract or multiply two integers, any example you can take, any two integers you can take, answer will also be an integer, whatever may be the number, but it will be integer only. Now I hope you have understood the closure property. If you have understood, please urgently press the bell button and subscribe our channel, and then share the video to maximum of your friends. Now second property is commutative property. Commutative property is another easiest property. That is, if you add any two integers in any form, that means in any order, answer will be the same. In commutative property, the integers can be rearranged in any way and result will still be the same. If you add two integers, that means 7 plus 2, and then 2 plus 7. 7 2 if we add 9, and then 2 7 if we add, it is also 9. If you take minus 2 of minus 3, here minus 3 plus of minus 2, minus 2 plus into minus, minus 3, minus 3 plus into minus 2. Again what happened? It became minus 5, minus 5. Both the sides we got same answer. Dear students, I think you have understood commutative property. It is applicable for integers in addition, but is it applicable in subtraction? No, it is not applicable. And then is it applicable in multiplication? Yes, it is applicable. Is it applicable in division? No, it is not applicable. We shall understand these by taking some more examples. Here I told, if you add 7 plus 2 or 2 plus 7, you are going to get same answer. In the same way, if you subtract 2 minus 7 or 7 minus 2, you are not going to get same answer because it becomes minus 5. Here it becomes plus 5 because bigger number sign. Here it is minus. Here bigger number sign is plus. Have understood? So it is not possible. By changing the order, if we subtract, answer will not be the same. Have understood? Next, multiplication. The same numbers we shall take 7 into 2 or 2 into 7. 7 to the 14. Here also 7 to the 14. If you want, you can take minus sign also. For 7, if you put minus sign. Here also for 7, if you put minus sign. By changing the order, answer will be same. If you do the same multiplication, answer will be same. 7 to the 14, 7 to the 14, minus into plus. Minus, plus into minus. Minus. In both the cases, we got same sign. And same answer. That's what we call commutative property of integers. In multiplication, it is possible. If you change the order and add, there is no need of taking any tension, answer will be the same. But you should not do the same in subtraction and division, because if you change the order and do the subtraction or division, answer will be wrong. So we should not do it. Okay, now take this example. 3 by 1 or 3 divided by 1. Okay, now can it be equal to 1 divided by 3? You have 3 pizzas, only one person is eating. Here you have 1 pizza, 3 people are eating. Can these two be equal? No, these are not equal. So that's why I have told commutative property. It is possible in addition and in multiplication. It is not applicable in subtraction and division. I hope you have understood. The next property we are going to study, that is associative property. What is associative property? It is just the extension of commutative property. In commutative property, we use A, B. A plus B can be written as B plus A. But in associative property, we are going to change it little bit. Here 3 numbers will come. It is another one line method. Okay. A plus B plus C. Here, if you group first 2 numbers and after adding these 2 numbers, what will be the answer? For that, if you add the third number, then also answer will be the same. Or if you add second and third number, and to the answer, if you add the first number, answer will be the same. I give an example. 1 plus 2 plus 3. Here also 1 plus 2 plus 3. First we shall group these 2 numbers. Here we shall group these 2 numbers. Here what it becomes? 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3. Here 1 plus 2 plus 3, 5. 3 plus 3 also 6. 1 plus 5 also 6. That's what I told. By making the groups and doing the addition accordingly, we are going to get same answer. By changing the group, we are not going to get different answer. Have you understood? That's why we can call associative property in integer is applicable. Have you understood? Same thing. But associative property in subtraction, it is not applicable. But associative property in multiplication is applicable. Here we can take the same examples. 1 into 2 into 3 equal to 1 into 2 into 3. Here first we shall make these 2 as group. Here second and third as group. Now 1 2s are 2 into 3. Here 1 into 2 3 just 6. Here 2 3 just 6. 1 6 just 6. Again here HS is equal to or HS. Okay. I hope you have understood, but it is not possible in the case of division. Okay, so you need not to concentrate on these things. Just concentrate. Associative property in integer is possible. It is not integer, it is integer. It is possible, it is applicable. After that, we are going to discuss distributive property. The name itself tells it is distributing something. What does it distribute? Okay, now if A and B and C are integers, then A plus B into C is not X. A plus B into C can be written as A into C plus B into C. A into C plus B into C. I will give an example. We're going to get it completely. Now, 1 plus 2 into 3 can be written as 1 into 3 plus 2 into 3. For your convenience, I have written A is equal to 1, 3 is equal to 2, 3 is equal to 3. Okay. Now, 1 plus 2, 3 into 3. Here, 3 1s are 3 plus 2 3s are 6. 3 3s are 9. Here, 3 plus 6, 9. LHS became equal to RHS. Okay. By this, what we have to understand, how should we apply the calculation? Anytime, if you get any two numbers inside the bracket having plus sign or minus sign, and then if there is one number outside, means that it should be multiplied to this number also, and then we need to write the same sign like this. We need to multiply the second number also. I hope you have understood. What does it mean? A plus B into C means C is multiplied to A also, plus C is multiplied to B also. It is a simple concept. I hope you have understood it. After this, we are going to get another one important concept, that is additive identity. What is additive identity? If A is any integer, then A plus 0 is A. Means additive identity can easily be understood as 0. Which is additive identity? 0. By adding which number, same number we get. For whatever may be the number, you may take 1000. By adding which number, we get the same number. If you add 1, it becomes 1001. No, it is not possible. So, if you add 0, it becomes the same number, 1000 only. If you add 0 to 5, it becomes only the same number we are going to get by adding which number? 0. So, it is called as additive identity. What is additive identity? 0 is additive identity. Adding 0, we get the same number. Next, after this, we are going to get additive inverse. What is additive inverse? Every integer A, for every integer A, there exists another integer minus A. So A plus of minus A is equal to 0. We shall understand it by taking another example. That is, in the place of A, we shall take 7. By adding which number to 7? This 7 is 0. Minus 7. If you add minus 7, add minus 7 means in this way we are going to write plus into minus, minus 7. In 7, if you subtract 7, we will get 0. Have you understood? I give another example. Now, 13, minus 13 is given. What is the additive inverse? Means which number can make it 0. Additive inverse means the number which can make the given number 0. The same number with opposite sign. That is additive inverse. We can take in simple way, that is same number with opposite sign is called as additive inverse. For example, here you have taken 7. Its additive inverse is minus 7. 7 minus 7, it becomes 0. Minus 13. You should not take another time minus 13. As this time we need plus 13. Here plus 13 minus 13, it becomes 0. Have you understood? Additive inverse. Now we have lost two concepts. They are multiplicative identity and multiplicative inverse. In additive identity, what did we see? We saw that by adding which number, same number comes. It is called as additive identity. In the same way, by multiplying which number, we are going to get same number, that is 1. If you multiply 1000 by 1, answer will be 1000 only. 75 into 1, answer will be 75 only. I hope you have understood. After this, we are going to understand the last concept, that is multiplicative inverse. In bracket I have written reciprocal. If you are given 3, means 3 by 1. What is reciprocal? 1 by 3. it is its multiplicative inverse. Means by multiplying it, 3 1 ja 3 1 ja. Answer will become 1. If you take 275 by 3, what is its reciprocal? 3 by 275. Just changing the numerator into denominator, denominator into numerator. Here, if you multiply 275 1 ja 275 1 ja 3 1 ja 3 1 ja. Okay, it is cancelled and this also becomes 1. I hope you have understood the concept. That is, multiplicative inverse means a number which is reciprocal of the given number. For A, what will be reciprocal? 1 by A will be reciprocal here. A 1 ja, cancel. Remaining only manja. Okay, 1. Here, I give another example. 3 by 75. What is its reciprocal? 75 by 3. If you multiply, 3 will be cancelled, 75 will be cancelled. Answer will be 1. You are number 1. Okay, I hope you have understood all the concepts. In next episode, we are going to start the first exercise. I know you have learnt everything very well. If you have found this video useful, please like and encourage us by your positive comments. Take care, be happy. All the best for your examinations.